Yes, yes. Here we are. Another beautiful evening. Very quiet. Perfect time to get into this video. Now, in this video, we're going to get into something real special. We're not going to do a politician or a real estate mogul or an NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB player. We're going to do something in a wonderful, beautiful lifestyle. The oldest profession, which is prostitution. And we're going to get into two high grade, high powered, highly desired prostitutes from the past from the New York Confidential escort service, which was very famous in its time. I think it was $2,000 an hour some of these women were charging. And they were likely offering the girlfriend experience, for guys who wanted to be with another woman other than their wife, but didn't want to go through the whole process of courting and all of that stuff. Just pay her. Now this woman is Ashley Dupre. And we'll gradually unravel who she is just from a visual, spiritual standpoint by looking at these gestures and facial expressions of Ashley Dupre. So here we see a seasoned prostitute. This is not the beginning. This is not the beginning for her. She's not just starting out. This might even be after she's done. I mean, she's gotten all the information, all the game, and now she's ready to use it throughout her life. Just the information she knows about people, especially men. I mean, she looks like a cat. She looks like she is hunting. She has that desire that a cat has when it's hungry. And I'm sure she doesn't have this all the time, this look. But here, she is just so proud of herself for what she knows. She's a very gorgeous girl, too. But if you look into those eyes, and you aren't terrified as a man, you're probably a very controlled, disciplined man. But if you are terrified, you'll probably give her what she wants. You'll become her prey. See, being scared of a woman isn't being scared of getting beaten up or taken advantage of. It's being scared of being seduced. If you can be seduced by this type of person, and you may be a weaker type of man, doesn't matter how much money you have. I once knew a guy that sold cocaine in New York, and he had one customer. And this guy was a rich guy. He would spend thousands of dollars like every day. and this guy was just getting rich off of selling this one guy cocaine. So yeah, the underworld is a very ruthless place. So here you go. Let's get on to the next picture. This was a really great picture. Okay, perfect. Cover of Playboy. Now in this one, she doesn't have as much of the prey, the predator eye. She has more of the prey. Now this is what she looks like before she gets the trick, before she gets the John, and during the date. This is what she looks like when she's about to go home, after she's completed the task. Even if she didn't have sex, a lot of times these people aren't having sex with them. That's what she looks like. But this is what she looks like when she's, trying to entice the man. And that's what she's doing. She's trying to entice the men to open this magazine. She could not get these men to open the magazine with a look like this. That would not work. Gotta look like prey. You have to give these men who want to masturbate to Playboy and also read articles, yes. But you got to give these men the illusion that they're the type of man that attracts this type of woman. But they're not. Or else they wouldn't be jerking off to Playboy. Now here she has the Marilyn Monroe type of look. I'm not sure when this was from. I think she's pretty slim. You know, she's probably still prostituting at this time, I'm guessing, because she has that kind of empty look still. She's like a picture or a model. She's not really like a real human person in this. There's no spirit. You know, when you're sleeping with a whole bunch of dudes or even giving a whole bunch of men your attention, it takes just all of your energy. And so you can cover it up with makeup and an open mouth and some pretty makeup and stuff, some jewels, but when you look in those eyes, the emptiness can't be hidden. Oh, this is a great photo. Now, although this woman on the right, I can't remember her name, although she may not be selling her body, I don't know, she may be. You know, people have to do crazy things to maintain the positions and to get to the positions they have. But although she may not be selling her body, hey, you can sell your soul. And what you do when you sell your body as a woman is you sell your body, and through selling your body, you also sell your soul and your spirit. And it can be hard to get back. But let's stay on track. So both of these women have the same spirit. It's very interesting. They're holding their hands in similar ways. They have the same posture. They have the same, you know, devilish eye contact. And I don't mean that in any kind of, you know, religious way or any kind of good and evil thing. It's just, it is what it is. Kind of devious, devilish, devious. Seductive. The woman on the right's eye contact is much, much stronger and much more developed, but it's the same. They could be interchanged. You know, they could switch places with each other very easily. But yeah, she on the left, Ashley Dupre, she has that look. That same look from the first photo. Let's go back. Yeah. I want you the right way. I want you. That's what she wants. She wants you to want her. And I want you to want me too. Yeah. This is seduction. The question is, once you've been seduced, what happens? And what happens is you give up the dough. Now, a lot of these women that are into prostitution, or even ones that just are promiscuous, they end up getting into fitness or yoga because they collect spirits. Now, although they give up the spirit of themselves, they give up their own spirit and soul and body, they collect a whole bunch of other spirits. So when you look into this woman's eyes, what you see is all the men she slept with, collected into one being. And she uses that power on a spiritual level to achieve different things. With each man, if she knows what she's doing, if she's a good prostitute, with each man, she gets more and more power, more and more seductive power. And if she can keep in shape, she just gets more powerful throughout her life. Shit, even if she doesn't keep in shape, if she can keep her mental focused on controlling all these energies through whatever deviant method she can, hey, more power to her, literally. And here, although she's not selling her body, she's selling sex through fitness, through yoga. If you get on YouTube, there's literally probably thousands and thousands and dozens of thousands of women who are doing yoga poses, doing fitness in these skimpy outfits with their butts hanging out and their tits all showing, and asking for super chats. It's prostitution. It's stripping. I love it. It's no problem with me. Just breaking it down. Right? So she's going to continue what she's doing, but in a safer, more legal capacity. Let's go to the next photo. Okay, so I looked at the caption for this one, and this is a John, a trick, but it's also her fiance at this point in time. I don't know whether they got married. I don't know whether they're still married. I highly doubt it. But she has sucked this man's soul out of his dick into her brain, and she is looking into the camera as he looks off into space, lamenting what the hell happened to him. All because of his devious thoughts. He ended up trying to marry this woman. She got him that bad. And he probably thinks he's so powerful. He's got all the money. But he's got all the money for her taking. And there are some guys who are like this. He may marry every time he becomes attracted to a woman, becomes seduced by a woman. She almost feels sorry for him, almost. She'll take everything from him until he dies, but she will feel sorry for him while she does it to a certain degree. It's very complex. But yeah, Ashley's got it going on. She knows the game. Now this is not Ashley. This is one of the ones, in addition to Jason Itzler, who taught Ashley the ways of the world. This is Natalie McClennan, also known as Natalia. She was once the highest paid prostitute, I think, in New York. And she's, of course, in fitness. I think this lifestyle weighed on her a little bit more than Ashley. Just by the looks on her faces when I look at them in these photos, she looks tired. Now, she only knows how to do what she knows how to do. And she doesn't have necessarily the type of magnetism and strength that Ashley has. Ashley was a star, but Natalie was kind of, you know, she's Magic Johnson to Michael Jordan. If, you know, if Natalie's Magic Johnson, Ashley came around and became Michael Jordan, took the whole thing over. She's not so seductive. She's just really pretty and tall and slim, you know. Now, Ashley had, I don't know, a certain look that was seductive in I don't know, a very sexual way, a sensuality to her. Natalie does not have such a sensuality. She's kind of a dirty girl. I don't think that she was afforded the same luxuries by men in this game that Ashley was. I think Natalie was probably abused a bit by these guys. There's something about her. There's a spirit about her that kind of looks like it's inviting it, to tell the truth. We won't get too much, but probably something in her past influenced this before the game, before the lifestyle. Let's move on to the next one. So she wrote a book. She was on the cover of a magazine. I think it was New York Magazine or a bunch of magazines, because she was one of the most, or well, I think she was supposed to be the highest paid prostitute in New York at some point in time. So she kind of looks like a female CEO right now, or something like that. And you know what? A lot of female CEOs do have this prostitute spirit. Interesting. But you know, she's sitting there like J.K. Rowling, signing books, giving people autographs, talking about hoeing. She has the same look as Ashley did in that first photo. If you look at it, give her a nice look in the eye for, 20, 30 seconds, you can see she's like, I got you. But she's trying to close the deal. She's trying to give you that kind of a good girl inviting look, whereas Ashley gave you that sensual bad girl thing. This is a good girl gone bad, and Ashley's a bad girl gone good. Here she is just looking confused. I bet it was easy to turn this woman out. She probably didn't even want to be a prostitute, be an escort. She just was curious. I bet she was just curious. And I think the guy, Jason Itzler, he was just like a jokester. Women like jokes and funny stuff, and, he didn't take life seriously. And I don't think he was necessarily possessive. He was like them. He wanted to live a lifestyle. And he saw through them that he could live a good lifestyle. And here she just looks very vulnerable. Not innocent, but vulnerable. She's not the most attractive girl, but guys will fuck anything, so. This is without all the glamour. Without all being done up, this is what Natalie looks like. Tired. Empty. I bet with this woman, you never know what you're gonna get. And that's generally with most women, especially whores. But with this one, if you get her angry enough, get her to think about the wrong moment, take her back in time, she might stab you for no reason. She looks a bit crazy. See, she's not having as much fun with the demons as Ashley Dupre is. I bet her eyes dart back and forth when you're talking to her, when you're looking at her. Like Amber Heard. We'll get into her one day. But she's not having a good time controlling all of the spirits of all these men that she's interacted with. It may be because, like I said, she may have been a little bit dirtier, or had to have been a little bit more explicit and vulgar in her interactions with these men than Ashley may have had to be. She may not have been able to get them to come as fast. The longer it takes a man to come, the nastier he gets. Oh, man. So I think she's constantly reminiscing on her lifestyle. Back to Ashley and the glamour. Oh, yeah. So she was the one, I don't know if she got Spitzer in trouble, but she was the one that Elliot Spitzer, the politician, was dealing with. And I guarantee he wasn't the only politician she was dealing with. Once again, I don't know much about these people. I just download the pictures and skim over the captions that come with the pictures. But, I mean, if you're a man of substance, this person isn't attractive. You wouldn't want this person anywhere around you. But if you're a man who just has a bunch of money and you want to look a certain way, not only will you sleep with this person, you might walk around with this person at a party. You little devilish girl, you. Now, I don't want to get into any occult things, but I imagine because she's into the whole fitness yoga type of thing, like Natalie McClennan also is, she knows what these symbols mean. She knows all about the different deities and Eastern mysticism and gods and things like that, and she probably consciously worships these things. I mean, those eyes are intense. That's the eyes of a legion of spirits inside of her. Very intense. Having a conversation with this person, if you aren't intellectually aggressive, she will take your soul like that. You won't even know why you're giving her money. You won't even know. You'll just be giving her money. Looks like she's in some kind of little TikTok dance. I don't know if TikTok was around when this picture was taken, but that's what it looks like. And I mean, this is the spirit that a lot of women have now. I mean, not even prostitutes. Culturally, they're somewhat prostitutes, in that most women use sex as something to get financial or social gain. But this is an actual, real, true to life prostitute. So this is where the spirit comes from. This personality. Even the pose that all the girls do, duck lips and stuff. It's about seduction, and the seduction is about achieving a lifestyle. Not necessarily an interesting photo, but hey, she looks like all the girls now. Everything's a joke, huh, Ashley? Yeah. A little more of a natural photo. She's really pretty. But this might have been somebody just stealing a screenshot of her when they were having a conversation. Maybe it was an interview, who knows? But she seems a little more relaxed. Not necessarily trying to be seductive. But she still has the devilish look. Hey, it's innocent Ashley. She's very it's hard to say, not manly, but masculine. She has a pronounced masculinity more than other women in that she makes eye contact. This is one of the key personality traits of whores, of prostitutes, is that they have a pronounced masculinity. Not in the sense that they, are responsible or dedicated or disciplined. Although the best are more disciplined than other women, but here she looks like she's just a regular lady, regular girl. Still looks masculine, but yeah, she's chilling. Hey, it's Natalie McClennan doing some stretches, trying to give somebody advice, trying to lead a class somewhere, create more hoes. And here, this is a flattering photo of Natalie. She's pretty. She's always pretty, but here she's not. This yoga really helps a lot of women who have been promiscuous and regret it. A lot of women think that they can be promiscuous and they think they have that Ashley spirit, Ashley Dupre spirit, and they don't. They have the Natalie McClellan spirit, and they end up getting into yoga, and they end up getting into these Eastern religions that kind of excuse them of their behavior, which is okay. I want people to be where they're comfortable. I mean, she's definitely being better for herself and other people now than she was when she was sucking dicks and lying to people all the time. But these are better lies. These are productive lies, at least. They get people into shape. And she looks gorgeous here. She's got a nice stretch going. She's probably happy. She looks happier. She still looks pretty empty. She's staring off into space. She's still thinking. Her subconscious mind is still going. You can see it. But, yeah, she reminds me of a hoe I dated. We won't speak too much on that. That was fun. But, yeah, she was into yoga, just like Natalie. And, Natalie uses her skills. She's using those skills that she learned in the lifestyle of prostitution. Those skills are translatable to anything. Teaching a yoga class, being a banker, a lawyer, a cashier, a saleswoman, anything. Politician. So, this type of woman, if she can control all of the spirits, the legion of spirits in her head, she can really go far. You know, that's why they have pimps, because they teach them how to control all of the energy that they're intaking. Sometimes the pimps control the spirits for them through whatever means. Alright, next photo. Hey, she's trying to sell a book. This is me being fierce. She's trying to have that Ashley look. I bet she was so jealous of Ashley. Every hoe wants to be a pimp. And some pimps try to convince them that they're pimps so they can get them to be more passionate about tricking the tricks. So here she feels empowered. She says, I got a book. I'm selling a book. Now I'm the pimp, bitch. And hey, maybe she is. You know, she may not have anybody but the publisher presiding over her, and the publisher's not the same as a pimp. So this is Natalie in a different part of her life. Moving on, huh? She has that look on her face like, well, this is awkward. Maybe she's having a flashback of, don't take any pictures of me. That's not part of the deal. I'm sure she likes to speak about the experiences. You know she's lying about all this shit. But what's a lie? A lie is just the truth embellished. I think the truth exists in all lies. You just want to be able to have your lies be have the most truthful content. Period. You know? When you buy silver, there's that 999 silver, which is pretty much all silver. Maybe not all, but almost all silver. And then there's that 925 silver that has a couple other things in it. You get gold, there's 10K, 14K, 18K, 20K, 20, you know? And the more gold content, the less copper or silver or whatever it has in it, you know? It's still gold. It still has the luster, the shine. So that's what lies and truth are. Truth is lies with more truthful content. Let's move on. She looks crazy as hell. And you know, when I initially looked at this photo, it just made me exhausted right now. It just made me a bit exhausted. This is not a person I want to talk to. All right, I'm glad this is the last photo because looking at this particular person is a bit exhausting. I like looking at Ashley Dupre, but looking at Natalie McClellan, Natalia, It's very exhausting. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that, especially guys, not even especially guys for the reason, I hope that guys can look at this and be able to be a little more selective, not about the women that they choose, but about the thoughts that they entertain that attract these type of predatory women, because it's your fault. It's not the woman's fault that you getting played or you getting messed over or you're becoming a trick like Ashley's fiance. It's your fault because you got bad intentions. So you're going to create an attraction to bad intentioned women, and they're going to be attracted to you with bad intentions. But also I hope that women can see the possibilities of what you'll become. And there's many other things you can become, not just these two things, and these people are fine. I don't mean to criticize anybody in any kind of way and say that they're worthless or any kind of person of lower value or anything. I don't mean that at all. But we have to find ways to navigate the world. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be back real soon.